Alright, Turkmenistan. Today we're gonna look at this country, and first let's see the neighbors. They have Iran, Afghanistan, Uzbekistan, and Kazakhstan. Then also they're opening to the Caspian Sea, but I will consider it pretty much a landlocked country because the Caspian Sea doesn't go pretty much anywhere. It's just pretty much a huge big lake in my opinion. They can trade with other countries that have opening to this lake sea, whatever you want to call it, but you cannot connect Turkmenistan to the rest of the world, to the sea or oceans. So yeah, this is the country, pretty big I would say. And first we're gonna look at the population, and then we're gonna look at how those people actually live. Population of Turkmenistan is around 7.5 million people, and it's still rising. The growing rate you can see pretty much or a roller coaster, just go ups and downs. But pretty recently, I would say they kind of go on the down trajectory. But we're gonna see that 1955 only 1.5 million people, which is pretty low, especially for the when comparing with today. But by the, let's say, planetary scale, it's still pretty high. Now 7.6 million they can project they're gonna finish this year, so a huge increase. Back then was 2.2% increase, now it's 1.6, so clearly decreasing. Back then was around 30,000 people net increase, now it's 125,000. Migration 1,000 back then, now it's around 30,000. Median age 21 years old, now 27 years old, so increased by a bit. Again, one of those nonsense 6 fertility rate, now it's 2.6, which is still above replacement rate, but with such a huge population I would say it's not going to be a good service for them. But look at this, 44% of population 1955 live in an urban area, and now 46.5%, so not that much increase. Actually, it's going to be one of those countries which have the lowest increase in urbanization from the people, which is kind of interesting I would say. In the future, in 2050, they project around 10 million people. The growing rate it's still going down, like I say. It's going to be on the 0.7%, but still pretty high. That will translate roughly in 65,000 people, so half from what we have today. Migration, they're going to start pretty much go on the minus. They project around 3,000 per year. Median age, they're going to increase a bit, around 33 years old, and fertility rate 2.1, which is that decent, good for the replacement population, but still probably they're gonna go much downer than that. So probably, who knows, in reality it's gonna be below 2, and the population probably is gonna stabilize around 10 million people and then go down. So we're gonna see that. Urban population, they're gonna increase a bit, like around 57%, which is quite interesting I would say. Life expectancy pretty high, 70 years old, female 73, males 67, so pretty decent. Infant mortality rate 27.8, and death at the age of 5 34.8. Those are absolutely insane, huge numbers, and clearly the medical system pretty much it's missing, I would say. It's not even there. Now you can see the pyramid. You can see again one of those surplus male population, as pretty much all the country in the world right now, almost all of them. And the base is kind of starts shrinking and shrinking, so you're gonna see that probably, like I say, by 2050 a more clear image. Economics, you can see here by the first picture, you can see it's pretty much oil and gas or whatever they have there. GDP it's around 90 billion, which is not that much, and PPP it's around 131. Keep in mind 10 million people and almost 10 million people, so 7.5 and gonna go to pretty much 10 million and rising. So that's actually interesting to see. GDP per capita nominal 14,000, which is not that low, I would say. It's pretty, for a country like this, pretty decent, but still not that great. And PPP around $20,000, so not that huge increase in purchasing power inside the country. Now they have lucky, I would say, one of those countries they get oil and gas, and that's it, it's lucky. But like I say, when the oil demand is gonna go down and you still live in a country with a population that's still going up, probably is gonna be some huge trouble there, but that remains to be seen. Corruption index, well, this is pretty much interesting, I would say. Let's go to the chart immediately and see how well they're doing. It's just going by the name and looking for Turkmenistan. It's gonna be around here. Let me check. Turkmenistan 17. Whoa, which is extremely corrupt. So if you go there and you just wanna drive, rent a car and drive it, pretty much when they're gonna stop by the police, they're gonna find something wrong to just take some money from you, I would say. So yeah, huge corruption. Clearly not that great for businesses. So good luck if you want to do something there. Now Turkmenistan, you can see here, was an ex-Soviet country, so clearly they're gonna share some really good ties with them, and even by the Russian Empire. So we can see, so it's such a long part of them. It doesn't even matter that much of the history, I would say, especially for the modern person right now. Yeah, you can look and find them in the books and all that stuff, but the architecture and what you can see probably there, when you go there today, it's not going to differ too much. Now the main event, let's see exactly how those people live. And clearly I didn't expect so many 360 or street views, but I'm going to work with what we have, so probably going to have some decent idea, I hope. But let's see it. This one, I can see some architecture in the background, which look pretty good. This one, probably some museum or stuff like that. Looks nice, I have to say. So far, so good. First one, we start decent. But again, when you don't have that many 360, it's gonna be a tough call to just... What is this? It's not available, yeah. To just make a really good impression about them, but we're gonna work, like I said, with what we have. This one in the middle of nowhere, clearly this is a fake one. It's not real, so yeah, I don't know why they bother. Google should have a team that just checks all of those and make sure they're actually in the right place and not just pretty much randomly on the map. Well, when you have those... That's weird shop. When you have those street views making inside and not outside, that just shows me probably the government have some interference in this one and doesn't allow people to just, yeah, make them outside when it matters to see exactly how those actually live. But it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, again inside, but at least from the balcony, well, it's a hotel or something like that, using aluminium frames, which is good. I like that. Phew, that's gonna be a tough country. We don't have much in the urban areas, probably a bit better in the mountains, but yeah, let's check this one. Nice geography so far. A little bit of garbage here, which I don't like it. 360 not in a well shape. This one doesn't look extremely well, but still. Yeah, very few of those that we can actually check. This one's a bit better. White cars. Yeah, nice landscape, but I'm here to see more than that. Wow, it's just so boring, those 360. Clearly the government doesn't want to show anything from this country. That's 100% from them. You cannot have a country with such a low ones. What are those? Looks like pipelines. Look at these Soviet cars, 2022, so yeah, they're still alive. Yeah, landscape pretty nice. Nothing, like I say, super amazing that, oh, you have to go there immediately to see it or something like that. It's just, yeah, pretty standard, I would say. Man, you can walk on those. It looks so steep. You can just pretty much bash your hand to the ground here and just die right there. Yeah, we have some towns here, but again, no idea how well they're doing. The same steep trend. Let's check it from above like this. At least they're spread out, so not that jam it together at least. So yeah, they have some real room between houses, which is nice. I like that. So yeah, probably they're doing pretty decent there. Have this lake. Man, I didn't see a country with such as very few those 360s. There's pretty much nothing. In Turkmenistan, it's pretty much nothing. You can see nothing. Yeah, this is from inside. Clearly some interference. 100% or 100% government doesn't want you to see anything from there. So that's a sad part. Probably this one 100% is going to be from inside. There is no way they're going to allow it. Yeah, see? It's from inside. Someone's yards. Pretty good yard, pretty big yard. Have decent windows. I have no idea why they have those covered here. Pretty strange, but yeah. Phew, wow, it's just gonna be finished so fast, this video. It's pretty much nothing you can see. But clearly it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna be a great idea. Okay, so I have one on the streets. I like the license plates. They're pretty, it looks a bit more like American. The road, this one is not that bad. Ooh, I like those trees. Nice, nice. Cultural big, I have no idea what that means. Looks like Spanish to me. I don't know, we are in the right place or not? Hopefully we are in Turkmenistan. We have something here. Wow, clearly nothing. Just nothing there. Yeah, it's just a hole with some water in it. Yeah, that's the main event. Expensive cars, so probably it's gonna be the same story. People working outside, make some money, and then come back in the country, build some houses, buy some expensive cars, and then go back. Oh, that hole with the fire. I like it. It's not that many people, so if you want to see one of those, just probably gonna be by yourself there, which is nice. Wow, that's pretty nice actually. We don't have that many, unfortunately, which is kind of weird. Why would not have that many in these places? We have many holes like this, but this one is not that lighted up. Let's call it like that. So few 360s. So few of them. Oh, this one, probably this one is the main one, I guess. It looks a little better, at least better. I like the desert. A lot of white cars. People just camping here. Look at this. We have tents here. Probably a lot of tourists, 100%. So yeah, that's gonna be a great industry for them. Yeah, that's probably the main one. But they don't have a picture there from. So weird. Probably if you search Turkmenistan on Google, you're gonna find like 10,000 pictures from that region, in that fire hole. Yeah, it's something here, but I'm not sure exactly what. Wow, nothing. Look at this. Those are agriculture area, I would say. I'm not exactly sure because we can see that much in detail. But, and just a piece of the Aral Sea. Look at this, just pretty much nothing. No 360s, no nothing. They just, the government say, fuck no. You're not gonna see anything from this one. Let's check this one, maybe get lucky. Yeah, just a bit. Those tile communist building, but clearly it's a bit different architecture, but I don't like it because they're pretty high. The road looks pretty good and pretty empty. We have a camel here with some guys, one guy on them and the other one on side them. This looks like Jewish stars in my opinion. Yeah, are Toyotas, so they like cars. They have some urban area, which is from above, at least they look organized, I would say. They have some trees there, clearly still in the desert, so yeah. But it's so little to judge anything. This one, look at this, looks, I don't think they have roads here. And probably that's gonna be a bad area, probably, I don't know, because clearly they don't allow any 360. They just pretty much don't see anything in this country. Why you wanna go visit there? You just don't even know where you're going. You just end up there and that's it. You have no idea what to expect. These guys stay on the carpet here. I have no idea what are those. Yeah, no wonder why they have such a small economy and pretty much based on the oil and gas or whatever they extract from the ground, but you can see nothing here. It's just, I mean, yeah, they have some decent 360, some of them, but it's so little. It's just, how can I actually trust anything? The money, I don't think they're doing extremely bad, but still, I don't think they're doing great either. But again, when with that corruption, good luck with that. This one we have a bit more view. The road is pretty good again. but it could be very well selected to just shows only what they want to show you, so that's I kind of worry about. This is pretty much a gas refinery or oil, whatever it is. Okay, this is a dirt. What is this? That doesn't look that well. Yeah, I mean, we just pretty much see all of them, almost all of them. I wish they allow more, just have an idea. Okay, this one is from above, because they have this monument, whatever it is here. Somebody just eating here, probably. That's an interesting car, I have no idea what it is. From above, it feels, oh, what is this, barbed wire? And this is a military. What is happening here? Like a military camp? It looks like that. Yeah, from above, it's a pretty much border town. You can't find that much. I mean, it's tough to just look at it. It's pretty much we see all of them, and it's a tough call to say anything. Just, it is good, is it bad? I have no idea. It's worth going there? Probably not. With that high corruption and the wages not high enough. Oh, this is an expensive car here. It's gonna be a risk there. But still, I don't see have a stadium here, which is pretty good, I would say. Missing the grass, but still. Yeah, this one doesn't look that well at all. This is pretty much 2021. It looks like an old phone. The road is missing here. The housing really not that well. Yeah, we need more 360 to just have an opinion, at least something. Just okay, say that looks like that, that doesn't look like that. Overall, I don't think it's worth it. I have to be honest. It's just I don't see anything. It's just how they make, probably it's the country with the least, no street view whatsoever, that's for sure, and at least 360 possible. And I'm gonna check North Korea too today, so yeah, here we have a bit more. Let's check this one. Probably we have more in North Korea. A lot of statues. Yeah, the road looks pretty good, I give them that. The roads look great so far. Ooh, we have so many here. Okay, have something to check. Yeah, those buildings, no. This one 100% no. Not that many people on the road. It's one of those countries when it's pretty much looks empty at any time. A lot of man, only white cars here. It is that country when just don't allow any other color in the cars. Expensive car, the Mercedes. Expensive cars too, but every single one of those cars and buildings pretty much are white or silver, gray. Yeah, I heard that on about one country, they just ban every single car that's not white. I'm not sure it's this one, but it looks like that. Oh, again here, no, I checked that already. I'll check this one. They have a lot of those monuments that they build, and look at this. No one's there. I'm not sure if this is 2019. They're brand new and then wasn't released for the population, but still it looks like nobody's allowed to go here. Only for the events. Or only for those elites corruption, whatever they have there. Yeah, it looks weird, I have to say. Oh, we have one person here and a few there, so yeah. Looks like what? Amusement park? Yeah, those buildings, I'm not digging them. Pretty strange, I have to say. Pretty strange. The fact that don't allow any street views from those areas and any other areas, just a few 360 each and there. The airport, it looks pretty empty. We have like 1, 2, 3 planes. 4, another one that's parked, and looks like a pretty big plane, pretty big airport, so yeah. This one clearly doesn't work. Yeah, no street view working. We have something from here, but probably it's gonna be from inside again. Oh no, it's from the yard. That's an expensive Mitsubishi. Keep in mind, ex-communist country and pretty much under the control of Russia for their entire recent history, so yeah, you can have an idea. I'm not sure what to say about this country. The roads are good, but they're pretty empty, expensive cars. So clearly all of those elites, whatever you want to call it, people in charge there, they're doing pretty well, but the others, ooh, not a good sign from them. Oh, we have a 360 here. Let me check. Probably can from inside, but still. No, it's from outside. Yeah, I have no idea what is this. White cars. Only white cars allowed. No other car otherwise. If it's not white, you're getting in trouble. Probably gonna get stopped by the police immediately and just throw in prison. Yeah, clearly they have those new construction. I can see them. That's pretty green here. That's pretty nice. They have, you can see from above, they have those new construction that I'm not sure people are allowed to go there. They just build them and probably they use them once a year or stuff like that, just for very few people. I'm not sure. I see someone here. This is one person. And the guy who probably make these tricks, so two persons here. And that's it. No one else. And keep in mind, they're a country with 7.5 million people, so a lot of them. And clearly somebody has to live in the city. Look at this, there are a lot of housing here. Those are pretty jammed together, so probably it's not going to be that well. And all of the roof in the countries are the same turquoise color, that's this blue one. So the roof of the of the houses has to be, not all of them, but you can see pretty much most of them, it's going to be this color. And all the cars white, no other colors allowed. White or silver, anything that gets on the white side. Yeah, they have some expensive. That's not great. I have to say it's a weird country so far. The fact that I cannot see that much, I cannot judge that much. Only I can see those 360s and pretty much any single one of those just missing humans. It looks like the country I have like 10 people, not 7.5 million of them. It's strange. This is probably the main city, the capital. So it would make sense to have at least street views and a lot of 360s, not from the area that they allow. They just pretty much all of them. Yeah, I will not travel here. It looks way too strange to me. No 360, no street view. I have no idea where I'm going. The corruption is too high. The wages are not that high, so clearly the corruption is going to be even worse than that. Look at this, much oil and gas here. It's just no. For the European perspective, I would say, God, no. Yeah, maybe in the future they're gonna open up a bit more, but even in the outside, in the, let's say, in the countryside, in the wild, I don't see what is this? I don't see something extremely amazing. They're gonna say, oh yeah, that's worth checking. They have that hole with the fire and pretty much that's it. I cannot find anything. Look at this, no 360 from other good areas. I can't find anything great or decent that would actually worth checking. Okay, here we have some more people. This is 2022. They have a BMWs, like BMW. Oh, they have more colors here. So maybe just in a main city they don't allow other color of the cards. Who knows? But we got one 360 here. Oh, we have more. Let's check those one. Maybe we get lucky here. No, it's the same. That's why we check them. Let me check this one, and then we have another one, and that's it. So far, they have some monuments. I believe they are recently made, so they they take good care of them. That's something, I would say. But it's enough to just risk go here? I wouldn't. There's so much better other choices. So they have a Balkan whatever palette here in the middle of nowhere. They build this road, they illuminate it, they just, yeah, this is how corruption looks like. When you don't know how corruption looks like, when you have all those symbols and statues and gold and whatever they try to project on the people, and not allowed to see them when they want it probably, and also clearly not that many people around them when you do it, and waste of money pretty much when the rest of the population not doing so well. Yeah, that was a weird one. Turkmenistan was the weirdest country that I check. They have a industry in probably in the gas and oil. They export their cheap labor outside, probably to Russia. No 360, no street views. I cannot check pretty much anything what's happening there. The economy clearly from the individual doesn't do that well. They have those weird symbols that they build, which is gonna cost a lot of money. That's a waste of money in my opinion. The medical system, you can see, pretty much doesn't exist. A lot of corruption. I was like 17 or something, so pretty much one of the lowest, the highest corruption. Yeah, I should skip this country entirely, and it's just not. Pretty much all those countries should be skips. The only one that I think that can make a bit of it was Kyrgyzstan. From I remember, that was a bit more sense, but anything else in this, even including Kazakhstan, Mongolia also. Mongolia maybe a bit, just not that much. I don't see them good places to travel, especially when you have the entire world as another option. That's also you have to keep in mind. It's just I don't see that many things interesting here. Not enough to just justify a trip there, I would say. So yeah, especially like I said, with the corruption and lack of the opening, let's say, of the country. Yeah, there is a country, you can do whatever they want there, obviously, but with a growing population, I have no idea what those people are thinking in a country that's so, let's say, clearly is going to be control it, and the corruption is high. It's not going to change that very soon. Yeah, look at this. Main exports: China, Turkey, Uzbekistan, Georgia, Russia, Brazil, Iran, Greece. So the only one is going to be Greece in Europe so far, and Italy. The 1%, it's not huge, but still something. And they import a lot from Turkey, China, and European. They're going to go with Germany at 6%, Italy at 5%. They have from America at 2%. Yeah, it just doesn't inspire trust in me. But hey, for the trade, maybe we're gonna be a good country. But we are not here to trade. Not making trading videos. I'm making pretty much where you should travel and how those people actually live. So, from what I can see so far, it's not looking good for them. And it's pretty huge country. Look at it. It's probably the biggest in the region from those small ones. Uzbekistan looks also big. So yeah, probably Uzbekistan is bigger. I'm not gonna check that by the data, but it is pretty big in this region, especially as an ex-Soviet country. So yeah, good luck with that.